Continuing his late season charge, Nick Pericles takes the pole award for the round of Japan here at the Twin Ring Motegi. As we head into this race, there's 5 rounds left to go in the championship. However, until about 2 weeks ago, we didn't even know we were going to be racing here at the Twin Ring Motegi, as earlier this year, structural problems arose with the newly rebuilt oval at this racetrack. They had to rebuild it after earthquake damages back in 2011. Like so, the Round Japan was going to be rescheduled to be run at the Tokyo World Raceway. But then, about a couple weeks ago, track was ready to go, so we are indeed racing here at the Twin Ring Motegi, and it's got a newly repaved surface, and it's been very interesting so far in practice. However, a notable story developing of this track is that it has been eating parts for breakfast. Cars have been blowing up left and right in the practice sessions, with 7 different cars encountering mechanical issues and having to go to the rear. In fact, Zachary Fitzwater in the BMW had 2 engine failures, 1 in practice and 1 in happy hour. And that team has had a lot of reliability issues this season, and the car did not agree with this track. Another major news item is that Connor Atwood is once again back in 27 this week. However, he will be in that car for the rest of the year. It was announced a few weeks ago that the Wrecking Balls had signed him to a contract to run that car for the rest of the year. And for 2018, Connor Atwood is officially going to be the driver of the number 42 car next year, officially kicking Cosmic Nova out of the team. The 2-time IS champion has been with the Wrecking Balls since the beginning of the IIS. However, he now finds himself rideless. He said, and I quote, that he wants to get back at the Wrecking Balls. He will be racing at Decatur, but we don't know what team he will be with. And coming off of his win this week, kind of got off to a bad start for Connor Atwood as he failed post-qualifying inspection. He will be starting at the rear here today, and it will certainly be a tough race here today. 150 miles of racing at the Twin Ring Motegi. It's the first time we've been to this track since 2014. This is bound to be an exciting race, so without further ado, why don't I hand it off to our guest commentator for the Round of Japan.
So it's Nick Pericles coming down through the final corner to take the green flag here, round number 21 in the 2017 Insomniac Elite Series Championship fight is back on here in Japan. Green flag is in the air. Brandon Wood off to a great jump on the outside line, but the inside is just going to carry Pericles down the inside, and it looks like Pericles has the advantage out of the corner. Curtis loose back there, almost lost the back end of the car, but we're still clean. In at 3 and 4, Seth Cole down the inside trying to go for the lead, but he's a little too low. Wood a little shaky on the outside, and it's Nick Pericles who leads the first lap here in Twin Ring. Leaderboard coming up. You can see Niko Polyakov trying to go through the middle, trying to get on the outside of his teammate, and it looks like Polyakov's going to carry the momentum and take second place away. It was a very good, very clean move out of Polyakov. He can now start to go after Pericles, but Cole looks like he wants to come back after the 48, but it looks like he's going to lose this battle the same way he lost it to Pericles. It's still Nick Pericles leads lap 2, but you can see points leader Charles Sanford coming up through the field to join his teammates as Niko Polyakov goes down the inside of Nick Pericles. The S3 car is just looking much stronger than the RJ Manson right now. Oh, Pericles holding strong. Pericles winless this year. Polyakov, though, won the opener at the Arkansas Speed Bowl. Still hasn't won since then. It's actually been a little bit since he's won, and he's hoping to get it here today as Niko Polyakov down the inside, and he's going to take the lead this time. Very good launch on the outside, but it looks like Pericles a little wide. Can he hold his line? I'm surprised he was able to hold on to that. Matt Duncan got a little shaky with the 24 of Sanford. Sanford now going to start to go after Wood. Sanford could be a real threat as this race goes on, but right now, once again, here we go down the inside. It's Niko Polyakov trying to get the lead away from Nick Pericles. He's got help from his teammate, but Pericles is holding strong on that outside. James Shelley. He actually almost just turned the 08. That's Jason Perkle. Those two made contact. That could have ended poorly. But let's look at the guys who started at the very rear of the field. Ray Krieger. Krieger's not doing very good. He failed inspection back in qualifying. But we're also looking for Connor Atwood. Now in that 27 car, coming off of the win last week at Richmond. He's looking very strong so far today. He's in the top 30. But he's got 10 more spots to make up if he wants to get in the points. Kyle Collins is going to need something here today if he wants to make some points up on Sanford. Let's look back near the front. We're also looking for Sean Angel. Angel trying to get up into this points battle, but he needs to get through Sanford. Sanford, where are you? You're here with your teammates. It's an S3, 2, 3, 4, all chasing after the RJ Manson racing car, Nick Pericles, who's been holding strong since the start of the race. Where is Ryder Smith right now? Well, actually, wait. No, Pericles, that outside line is just so strong. Smith actually jetting down the inside of the 6 car right now. Trying to get through Mac Duncan. He's also trying to get into the title fight. Like so many others, you gotta beat Sanford. And Sanford right now, P4, fighting with his teammate for P3. He's just looking too strong right now. Although he did just lose the battle to Cole and now is being challenged by Allie Nelson. Nelson already got through Wood. Can she get through Sanford? No. Sanford is going to hold his own on the outside and even go back after Cole. Polyakov has been breathing down the neck of the 31 the past few laps. He's been searching for the move. So we wrapped through 3 and 4. Cole still challenging the 24, but the main one right here. Can Polyakov clear him? Right at 4. Looks like Polyakov may lead a lap. Yes, he will. Polyakov leads a lap. Here comes Sanford. Big dive for the 24. Not going to work. Can Polyakov hold his own on the inside? Yes, he can. I think this is the end of Nick Pericles in the lead because Nico Polyakov and S3 Motorsports trying to get the lead away. Sanford making it 3 wide. We are 3 wide for the lead here. Lap 12 of 96. And Sanford, the points leader, wants to get the lead. Oh, but Pericles still looks strong. Polyakov looks stronger right now, though. And there it is. Nico Polyakov, new leader here in Japan. Looking for maybe some underdogs through here. Eli Bright's performing pretty well right now. Sits in P18. Ryan Acosta looking pretty good. Here is Phyllis Theodore in the top 20 in the points. Very good, and a Young Motorsports car up in the top 20 as well. Shelley trying to crack that top 20 though. But we are back, 3 wide, back for the lead. When did this happen? Pericles trying to challenge back on the outside. Sanford had a challenge on the inside. But Polyakov looks like he's going to hold on to the lead. Because at the end of turns 3 and 4, the inside is just a little stronger. He's trying to squeeze Pericles out, and he will. Polyakov back to the lead. A little scare for a moment there, but Polyakov's still your leader. But Pericles, a switchback move. Now it's Pericles' turn to put on the pressure. These two have been at it since the start of this race, and it's gonna keep going. Cole down the inside of Charles Sanford. Now can Polyakov pull the same move that Pericles pulled on him and just use the outside to his advantage? Pericles, though, gets clear once more, and Nick Pericles back to the lead. He looks so strong right now. Oh, the S3 cars are 3 wide for second. Sanford and Cole trying to get Polyakov out of second. They made contact! Oh my God. You do not want that to happen between teammates. And Seth Cole will go to second place due to a little commotion. Sanford is trying to go to third, and Polyakov is going to be the big loser in all this. Oh! That's the 12 car. Shepard has broken down on the backstretch. That looks like a tire went down. We're getting reports that a tire is down in the 12 car, and they're pulling it in pit lane. That's unfortunate for the Young Motorsports car. He was running very well at the time, and it's just all going to go downhill. That's the person I was looking for, Ray Krieger. Krieger is doing okay. He's up into 26 now, challenging for 25th, but it definitely could be better. And a dive bomb out of the 29 of Kyle Collins onto James Shelley, but Shelley going to challenge Phyllis Theodore, and Collins not going to be able to do anything about that. Shepard got that tire change. Ryder Smith now in third. It's Pericles versus Polyakov once again. This has been the battle all race long so far, but now a new face approaches into the picture. Look at that dive bomb! Wow! Ryder Smith makes it 3 wide for the lead here in Tokyo, or not Tokyo, here in Japan. But it looks like Pericles, the outside line, trying to come to his advantage. Not going to work this time. Polyakov's going to get his lead back. This has been exciting at the front, but it's mainly been between Polyakov and Pericles. Your fastest laps on the track, though, Ryder Smith and Sean Angel. Surprise, surprise. The Hamilton cars. Reese Black versus Allie Nelson is another battle that's on track. Reese Black has actually been a favorite this weekend. He's looked pretty strong throughout the race weekend, but due to some issues, wasn't able to qualify extremely well, but still pretty well. And now, he's through Allie Nelson, going after Brandon Wood, but Wood going after Angel, and Pericles has the lead back. Followed up by Young. Young's performing pretty well here today. Up in the 14th position, there is a wreck. That is Asherton Zona. As the cars come to a stop, that's Chris Argus-Smith as well. Pericles is your leader. Pericles and Polyakov, who could have guessed? What happened back on that caution? Zona and Dodd would be battling a little too hard, but Perkel would be the one to cause this. He would clip the back of the 76, send Zona around, and Argus-Smith would just be a bystander. And Zona on the roof. Big hit for Hiera as well, and Fitzwater. Some big hits all around. Shepard, very happy about that. Had to get his tire changed. It's what he needs to start making moves to get back up there, and now that helps him a lot. Nick Pericles, your leader. And we are getting reports that there is a problem inside of the 70 car. Eli Bright reporting some issues. He's going to come down in pit lane under caution. No one else has come down, though. Everyone is staying out, not going to get tires yet. I would get tires at this stage in the race because green flag pit stops would be coming up soon. It'd be good to already have yourself good to go for the time being, but bad luck for the 70 car of Eli Bright. So we're going to set up, go back green with the same way we were when we went to caution. So as we turn through 3 and 4 once more, Nick Pericles, still your leader here as the battle between him and Polyakov is going to resume. Lap 31 of 96, and we're back green in Japan. It was a great start out of pretty much everyone. No one got off to a necessarily bad start except for maybe... Well, no, that was more Chris getting off to a good start. Louviere down the inside of Allie Nelson now. Cole trying to make his way back up to the front, but right now it is Nick Pericles and Nico Polyakov, who could have guessed, getting into a battle. Ryder Smith, though, wants a piece of this. Got very close to the back of Polyakov, now going to push him. Try to push him to the lead. I don't think it's going to work. Oh, no, it might. Is Pericles' tires falling off on the outside so he can't get as much grip out there? Is that what's going on? Because it seems like it's getting a lot easier for Polyakov to make that move. Nico Polyakov down the inside in 3 and 4, which is the place you want to make a move, but Ryder Smith going to do this again. Polyakov going to lead the lap. And he's going to clear Smith. He'll clear Pericles. And Polyakov back to the lead. But you know that restart actually really did help. Where is Connor Atwood? Fighting for 16th with James Shelley. Yeah, he's making up time. Connor Atwood could be a threat as this race goes on. I'm a little scared. Pericles gets the lead back, but this time it's not Polyakov on his tail, it's Ryder Smith. The Hamilton car, keep in mind, ahead of Sanford. That's a few extra points that Smith wants. At least aid him in getting closer to Sanford. Angel as well, very close to Sanford. But it's still Nick Pericles. Shepard almost just turned his teammate. He's a lap down, but he is on a mission. Already hunted up into the top, where the top 30 is. He is angry. He wants to get up here. He's feisty. Last person in the points, that's DJ Curtis. Ray Krieger is on a tear in this run. He is now in the top 20. Collins, Shelley, and Atwood battling, but it looks like Atwood now going to overtake Young. This puts him into the top 15 if he can get this move done. Not yet. It's Hamilton now 2-3. Polyakov losing touch, and it looks like Angel going to make it 3 wide for the lead with Nick Pericles. Angel not able to get there, but it looks like Smith is going to. Ryder Smith. We're finally going to have someone else leading other than Polyakov and Pericles. Ryder Smith, new leader. If he can hold it. Pericles not wanting him to get a lap lead, and I don't think he will. Wow. No new leaders yet. Pericles does not want anyone else to lead laps. Wants to lead the most laps. Wants some extra moolah. Here's Eli Bright, started at the rear of the field after having some issues. Was in the points. Really could have been an amazing day for the 70 crew, but it's just going to come down to what could have been for this team. Atwood under pressure from Shelley and Young. He got through Young and Finguy. Finguy pushed him up the track, it looks like. Finguy was not going to let Atwood go. And now Atwood's going to pay the price. He's going to drop really far down. He's down to 17th, and he's going to drop to 18th, it looks like. Unfortunate for Atwood. Finguy not going to give up a spot that easy. Oh! Angel's in the wall! Oh, that's not something you want to see between teammates. And Angel down into the pits. That's huge championship implications. That's one of Sanford's biggest rivals. Down. And the other one damaged from the contact. Sanford has got to be giggling like a schoolgirl right now. Because those were two of his biggest points contenders just got involved in an incident together. And you can see now the momentum from Sanford. Does Smith have damage? I'm not sure. Smith going to go back after the lead, though. He's not giving up. But that is huge for Angel. That might just end his championship hopes right there. That is... Oh, that is Acosta, and we are under caution. And I have suspicions that Acosta had something to do with that. We are under caution, and I believe it is due to Ryan Acosta. We'll be back, and we'll see what happened. And it would be another person who had so much potential to score points, having it all just get soiled as Ryan Acosta's car would break down. This isn't like Shepard's issue. He would fully break down and would come to a stop on track. And so that would bring out the caution because they would not want anyone to bump into him while he is stopped. That would hurt. So, due to safety concerns, they are going to tow that car off track under caution. It's bad luck for Ryan Acosta. Nick Pericles, though, gets to hold on to his lead. And everyone is coming in now. How is the order going to shake up in the pits? Leaderboard goes down. Okay. Who's going to be the big winners and big losers here? Pericles rolling down. He was your pulse hitter, and he's dominated this race so far as we're getting near to the halfway point soon. I believe we'll hit the halfway point under caution. Shepard going to take the wave around. If I'm correct, he's taking the wave around to get back on the lead lap, which is good for him. And Pericles into his pit stall. What's the call? I'm guessing 4 tires and fuel. All the works. There goes Acosta coming out of pit lane now. They got the issue fixed. So they will be getting him back out on track. And it's Pericles, Smith, Sanford, Cole, Polyakov, Louviere, Atwood! Whoa! Where did you come from? Connor Atwood! Did he take 2 tires? We're getting reports that no, Atwood did not take 2 tires. That was just an excellent stop. And like that, Atwood's in the top 10. He's in 8th. Wood's in 9th. And Maxwell Chan round out your top 10. We're going to get ready to go back green, though. It would still be Nick Pericles. Smith is out front right now, but they should rearrange it back to be Nick Pericles soon. Pericles did get out of his stall first, so Nick Pericles looking to be the leader here at Japan. And yep, there it is. Pace car is in. 3 cars out on the track on the edge of the lead lap. And it's Nick Pericles, your leader, who will lead it down back to the green flag. He's led every start so far. He's led the most laps so far. And he's been just plain dominant. Can he keep it up as we're back green in Japan? It's not a good start out of Pericles. The 3 lap cars seem to get the advantage there. But Sanford doesn't want to lose touch with Smith. But it looks like he's going to have to deal with Seth Cole. His teammates disrupting his championship. Shepard pushed high by the 14. Angel. I believe all 3 are on the edge of the lead lap, correct? No, Acosta's a lap down. The other 2 are on the edge of the lead lap, though. Oh. Pericles splits the middle of Shepard and Acosta. And that's going to get him a pretty safe lead right now. Smith did not get through them as easily. And that's just going to help Nick Pericles. He's been strong all race long and will continue to be strong. To lead this race, Acosta not that quick right now. The issue still seems to be affecting him. Sanford, though, still has to worry about that 18 car, who is still ahead of him. You gotta do something, Sanford. But Smith has just been so strong. And Angel is not going to put up much of a fight against his teammate. Didn't really use that outside sweeping momentum. And, oh, he is using it. Huh. Angel's more worried about his lead lap. And here we go. Smith going to use Angel as a pick to get through Pericles. And Pericles not going to get away. 3 wide. I think Smith is going to lose his momentum, and I think Angel's actually going to get his lap back. Yes, he is. Sean Angel back on the lead lap. Oh, Polyakov, don't do that, please. No one enjoys that. Smith down the inside of Pericles. Trying to get someone else in lead other than Polyakov and Pericles, but still nothing. Pericles, still your leader. Polyakov's coming back. Louviere's in this thing. Atwood. Oh, I'm scared of Atwood. Man, I'm scared of him. Brandon Woods dropping back a little. Shelley gained a lot of position. Reese Black dropped back a good amount. Who's at the edge of points? That's Cinder Kumori. Kumori's performing pretty well in that Mobil 1 number 4 car, but he's being challenged by Tristan Wilhoit. Wilhoit wants to get to the top 20, get both Audis up here. And Curtis now bumped out of the top 20, out of the points. Not what you expect out of DJ Curtis, but he's just going to have to deal with it for now. Sanner, Bright is working pretty hard, actually, after his problem. May actually get back in the points. Could happen. Turbo, Duran, Brock, all these people struggling. DeCook, Conjuro, DeLeese, Fitzwater, Dodd. Weeks really struggling in his Pontiac. Perkle being caught by Pericles. Perkle is very slow, it looks like. You know, he may have an issue. Oh, Sanford! What did you just do? Oh, the stewards are going to be not happy about that. You just dumped your championship rival. Why would you do that? Sanford! There is definitely going to be some controversy here, as Sanford would just go straight into Angel. There's no mistaking that. He dumped him. Oh, the stewards are going to be very mad about that. You don't dump your championship rival. He'll lose some spots from it, which Smith is going to love to hear this. Ryder Smith loves to hear the fact that Sanford just dumped his rival. Because he's got to know that the stewards are going to contact Sanford about that one. I can say with certainty that that was not a good call from the 24. The only people who pit on this cycle was the obvious Sean Angel and then Aiden Shepard. Pit for a new fresh set of tires and some fuel. Looks like Shepard may be good to go to the end of the race. How will that benefit him? Is he on the lead lap? No. He'll have to suffer with that, but as around the last corner, once again, Nick Pericles will lead it back down to the green flag. Sanford will probably have to answer to the stewards, so Smith, your goal is just stay up here. And hope you can keep a hold of the top of the podium. But it's Nick Pericles who's dominated the race to this point. He's going to lead it back down to the green lap 61 of 96. Green flags back in the air. It was a good start out of Polyakov and Smith. But Pericles using that outside momentum. He's a little bit higher on track than everyone else. And it's working for him. He's leading this race. Pericles, there's nothing you can even do at this point. You're going to have less points than Smith in this race. Because whatever you just did. And Smith now going down the inside of Nick Pericles for the lead. Did he just lead that lap? No. Oh, Smith, come on, just lead the lap already. We all know you're gonna do it. Just do it. Smith. It's just been Polyakov and Pericles this whole race, if I'm correct. So we need Smith to lead something. Out last corner. I think he's finally got it this time. Yes, he has. Ryder Smith leads a lap, but now it's Nico Polyakov making a lunge. Louviere is getting into this thing. Wood's getting into this thing. It's very heated at the front of the field. Pericles trying to make moves, but he can't. He's held up by Ryan Acosta. Don't dump another lap car, please. Polyakov versus Smith. And here comes Pericles back down. Smith finally getting some laps led, but looks like it's going to get taken away from him. You know he doesn't want to get it taken. But we're still 3 wide for the lead. We're going to be 3 wide for an entire lap, aren't we? A tap out of Pericles onto Polyakov. Trying to push him out of the way. Not going to work. Polyakov now has the advantage. Pericles trying to take the advantage now. Trying to take the lead away. Gives him another little flinch. Trying to scare him into losing momentum. Can Polyakov hold it? No. Pericles back to the lead just like that. But Smith, very good move, threading the needle between Polyakov and Louviere, and they'll take second back. We'll get back. Let's look back at the edge. Are the points? This place could be pretty important. You need some points. Curtis getting some points. Will Hoyt getting some points. Who lost points? Obviously, Theodore lost some points. Kumori out of the top 20 now. It was good for a while. But now, look at Wood! Brandon Wood, a very daring move down low. Not going to work. No momentum. Oh, maybe he's going to get it back, though. He's still going to keep in it. Oh, he's struggling down there. Pericles way up high. Trying to really use that momentum. Louviere and Wood touch. Pericles trying to sweep around the outside. It's not working. Oh, no. Here we go again. Brandon Wood for Team Thunder. Down the inside for second. Polyakov. Gonna say thank you very much. Use him as a pick to go after Louviere and Pericles as well. Pericles actually in threat of losing his podium after the amazing race he's had so far. No, he's not. Nope, not losing that podium yet. Ryder Smith, 3 wins on the year, going for his 4th win. Would be an incredible feat for the driver of the 18, but Pericles, here he comes again. Oh my god, nothing can stop that 31. He's just so strong. And here he comes again. 31, Nick Pericles, trying to get his lead back. Not gonna work this time. Smith is using his strategy that Pericles used against Polyakov. Use the outside to just keep the guy behind you in check and keep yourself in the lead. Krieger is on a tear. Krieger and Atwood, keep in mind, they started at the rear of the field. Bottom 2, and now they're 8-9. Krieger could win this race. Chan and still in the top 10. Shelley trying to get up to the top 10. Reese Black's just kind of stalled out. There's Tyler Thaber. Last of the Hamilton cars that we haven't really mentioned today. Although he's hovering around the bottom of the top 15. Still looking pretty strong. Dylan Young looking pretty strong. Finn Guy and Curtis holding on to the rear of the top 20. Still both in the points. Same with Will Hoyt. As a lot of these guys back here are losing touch with the possibility of even getting points. Atwood got through Sanford and Cole in one swoop and is now in P6 going after Louviere and Polyakov for a top 5. Connor Atwood, could he go 2 in a row? After having no wins for many years, he might be trying to pull a double. That would be an incredible feat, especially from where he started in this race. But Nick Pericles back in the lead, but Smith not gonna give up. You know Pericles wants that first win of the year. Everyone would know how important that would be to him for proving that he deserves to keep that 31 because it was in question at one point in the season. I'm unsure if it is still in question. Ryder Smith, though, already guaranteed to keep his ride. He's got that Monster Energy sponsorship next season, if I'm correct. So he's getting some big money, but a big dive bomb from the 74. I see Atwood. Oh boy, here he comes. He's through Louviere. He's through Polyakov. And now Connor Atwood is in this battle for the win. Wood, Smith, and Pericles battle for the lead. Atwood lurks in wait. Chan going after. Oh, looked like he was going to go after the 24 and 25. Lost his momentum. Now in the clutches of Shelley. Atwood threaded the needle. What a move for Atwood. What? No. That was crazy. He's going to challenge for the lead now. But the outside momentum from Pericles going to carry him. And it's going to carry Pericles through the middle. He threads the needle. Nick Pericles. What a move. What a battle for the lead. Here in Japan, Atwood not giving up. The 4 top teams all in battle. It's RJ Manson versus the Wrecking Balls versus Hamilton versus Thunder. S3 lurks behind. Angel holds up Pericles. Oh, he tried to aid his teammate, but instead he hurt him. Atwood to the lead. Wood to second. Pericles slips in third. 20 laps to go.
Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Connor Atwood from second to last on the grid, trying to win this race. But Krieger from dead last on the grid, not giving up. Angel almost gets dumped again. Where did Sanford go? Oh, he got held up big time. He's still held up by the 14. Huge championship implications, especially with where that 18 is. Brandon Wood trying to win his third race in a row. It would be a hat trick for Brandon Wood if he can pull this off. If I'm correct, that would be the first hat trick in IES history. Although it is not 3 races in a row, it's 3 starts in a row that Brandon Wood would win and count that as a hat trick. But he's got Pericles, the guy who's been so impressive today, and Atwood around him. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pull this one off. Connor Atwood holds the lead for now. He has a huge confidence booster after transferring to the Wrecking Balls. Nova on strike, and it doesn't look, and it isn't going to end. I believe Atwood was re-signed for the rest of the season. So no, Atwood's in it till the end of the year. And he's making this team very happy. But this championship may have just gotten turned on its head because Ryder Smith may start to close this championship fight down. But I see a 17 car peeking into the picture of this race win. Chan could also be a factor in the championship. He's got to climb. Where's Kyle Collins? Starting to approach the 24 as well, so a lot of his big point contenders around him. And keep in mind, he probably still has a penalty coming for what happened to Angel. So something very big is going to change in this championship, it looks like. Nick Pericles down the inside for second, trying to go after Atwood. Smith is getting back in this thing. This battle is not over yet. Pericles not going to give up without a fight. But Connor Atwood just looks so strong ever since he was in that split car for the 3, and he had his incidents back at Silverstone, which caused him to get, you know, all that craziness happening to him. And somehow that made him better. Don't know how that happened, but it did. But Atwood is just going to have to deal with this 31, who has easily been the quickest guy all day. And that doesn't seem like it's going to stop. We're getting closer to that 10 lap to go mark. Seth Cole getting back into this battle. Ray Krieger getting into this battle. Chan could get into this battle. Oh, I can even see Polyakov getting back into this. But it's Pericles versus Atwood versus Wood. With Smith and Cole lurking behind. Pericles gets the lead back. Atwood, you had the lead for a good spell, but it's not going to last. Not against this guy. You're going to need to get him late race, or he can't retaliate on you, because if he has the chance to retaliate, he will. And it's worked every time, but Atwood's going to retaliate now. This is going to be an interesting battle to the end if it's these two. Wood could play a factor. I don't know how this is going to end. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be exciting. 12 laps to go for Nick Pericles and Connor Atwood. Wood crosses over on Atwood, trying to take his position. Again, Wood going for the hat trick, which would be explosive in the pit lane if he can pull this off. And he's now in second, looking for the lead. No, he's not going to look for the lead yet. A little too far back, it seems. Maybe a little too far back. Oh, yeah. No, that was a huge momentum loss. Atwood now starting to creep into the picture to go back after Pericles. Cole and Smith losing touch. They need to get a move on. Krieger. Ray Krieger is making moves. Oh, but not going to get there yet. Pericles versus Atwood's back on. 10 laps to go for Connor Atwood. Brandon Wood going to make another very risky dive. And it's going to work this time. He got Atwood. That was very risky, but it worked. Atwood lost all momentum, and he's going to suffer. Brandon Wood trying to go for the hat trick down the inside. Team Thunder has got to be ecstatic watching what's happening right now. But he's got to go through with it. He's got to pull it off first. And to beat Pericles with the pace he's been on today would be an accomplishment in itself, even if he had no wins previously this season. Just getting this win against Pericles would be huge for his career. And here he comes. Brandon Wood down the inside for the lead. I don't think he's going to get him. I think Pericles with his outside line shenanigans is going to keep it going. There he is. And Atwood, the same move Wood pulled on him. Contact! Oh boy. Atwood's getting feisty now. He knows there's not many laps left in this race. He needs to move. And he is. Not only is he making the move on Wood, now he's going after Pericles. Connor Atwood, I can't believe he's here after starting at the rear, but we're on lap 90 of 96. 7 laps to go, not much time left, and Pericles holding his own. Seth Cole getting into this. Ryder Smith. It doesn't look like Smith's going to be a factor in this race. I don't think he's going to be able to challenge for the lead in time. He's going to try. You know he is going to try to get up there, but I don't think he's going to be successful. Atwood versus Wood continues. Can Pericles go pole, fastest lap, and the win here in Japan? That would be such a dominant performance with such a shuffly race. It would really show the true talent of Nick Pericles, showing his true colors out here today. But he's got to defend the 27, who's going to be right back on him now. Oh, he ran wide. Oh, that was a mistake from the 31. A rare mistake. We haven't seen too many of those today from him, but that might be the one that cost him the win. I think that one's going to cost him the win. We're under caution. Oh my, we are under caution here in Japan. And it would be right after a frustrating day, just not caring about Brock. Dumps him, and that's a second Young Motorsports car having an unfortunate event happen to them. It is very unfortunate for William Brock. But Atwood was your leader at the line. Krieger, with only a few to go. An issue from the 6th position. That sucks. That sucks. Krieger, big issues for the 17 car. It will be a 1-lap dash to the end of the race. Connor Atwood, I thought we would have to go to overtime. We are not in overtime. They're allowing it to go to a 1-lap dash here. Oh boy. Which means next flag will end the race. Can Atwood get a second win in a row for the Wrecking Balls? Could Pericles get his first win of the year, or would Wood actually pull off the hat trick? The cars roll through the for the first time today. A restart will not be initiated by Nick Pericles, but instead Connor Atwood. Does Pericles have a challenge? If he can get a good start, he can mount a challenge and take down Connor Atwood. Pace cars in one last time. One lap dash to the end of the race, and we're green for the last time here in Japan. Connor Atwood will lead it down to the green flag. One lap to go. White flag in the air for Atwood. Oh, Wood. Wood is looking eager. Wood wants it. He's pushing. Brandon Wood not gonna get a run, and that might be it. Can Pericles have a challenge? Is he gonna dive? Atwood makes a mistake. There comes Pericles. Third, 3, and 4. It's a battle back, and to the line. Atwood wins in Japan. Oh, Pericles did not get there in time. 2 wins in a row for Connor Atwood. And the Wrecking Balls have got to be very happy that they have brought him on board. Nova, at this point, you got to know your career's over when this guy takes your seat and does this. 2 wins in a row for the driver of the 27. What a race! What a finish for Connor Atwood. Pericles dominated that whole race, start to finish, but when it mattered the most, the final lap, he couldn't pull it off. Congratulations to Connor Atwood winning the race here in Japan. Let's go look at that restart one last time. Here is the restart from Brandon Wood's perspective. This is the best onboard view we can give you. You can see Wood gets off to a fantastic start. So does Pericles. It just looks like Atwood's a sitting duck, but because Wood challenged here, it gave Atwood the opening he needed. Wood, though, this low, he tried to go for this risky move, lost all his momentum. You watch now up ahead, Pericles, so close. A mistake out of Atwood in 3 and 4 runs him wide. Pericles dives down low, and it looks like he could get him, but Connor Atwood gets the run on the high side. And it's Connor Atwood, your winner here in Japan. Congratulations to the crew of the 27. Connor Atwood is back in victory lane, his 3rd career win. And after not winning for a few years, it's 2 in a row for Connor Atwood. Congratulations to the 27. And let's go look at your finishing results.
So, congratulations to Connor Atwood on the win here today, coming from the rear of the field to take P1. This is his 2nd straight win, 3rd of his career, and who would have guessed that one of the IS's biggest bridesmaids would now have a shot to pull a hat trick, coming into his home country, no less. Certainly been an incredible story with him and the Wrecking Balls. Nick Pericles had one of the fastest cars, got the pole, led the most laps, but he'll have to settle for 2nd by a few inches. He's definitely going to be a bit frustrated at that, but it is still a fantastic points day for the 31 team. Ryder Smith continues his hot streak, running out the podium. Another podium finish there with Ferd. And Brandon Wood, he's not slowed down one bit since the last time he was in the car, as he picks up another top 5 with 4th. Seth Cole's been on a bit of a cold streak, but a 5th place here today will certainly help his championship bid. Maxwell Chan picks up another top 10 of 6th, and Chris Lovier with a top 10 7th, although he was maybe looking for more here today. Niko Polyakov will be glad to be back in the top 10, and Charles Sanford finishes 9th. However, that incident between him and Sean Angel is still under investigation. The results of that investigation will be announced at a later time. The Dodge Motorsports cars of Reese Black and James Shelley were both fast today. They come home 10th and 11th. Tyler Faber in 12th, and Kyle Collins He's definitely and Kyle Collins, he's been a bit frustrated with the 29 car's reliability issues in practice. After getting sent to the rear again for reliability issues, he was only able to manage 13th. That team was looking for a lot more here today. Another disappointed team will be the number 6 team of Matt Duncan. They come home 14th. They were looking for a top 10 today. They didn't get that. Dylan Young, however, will certainly be pleased with his results as they round out the top 15. Allie Nelson gets another points finish in 16th. DJ Curtis his point streak may have ended last week, but he's going to get a lot more points today with a 17th. He'll be looking to start a new streak. His teammate Jeffrey Finguy finishes right behind in 18th. Tristan Woolhoy makes a double points day for Audi, and Phyllis Fedor takes the last point for TRU. And as we move on to the point standings, Charles Sanford's gap over Ryder Smith has now shrunk to 18 points. Sanford's been good, but Smith has been on fire these last few weeks and has been cutting into that points gap. You have to go all the way back to 81 points off the lead to find Kyle Collins in third. It tells you just how good those top two have been. Collins is going to need to pick it up in these next few races if he wants a shot at the championship come Auto Club. Same goes for Maxwell Chan, who is 84 points back, and Sean Angel, who now finds himself 90 points off the lead. Chris Louvier is kind of in no man's land right now. He's 125 points behind, but he's also 47 points ahead of 7th place Nick Pericles. Louvier really thought this was going to be his best opportunity to gain a lot of points in a championship. That's why 7th was not good enough in his eyes. But we'll have to see what he can do in the coming weeks to see if he can get himself in this title fight. Pericles, speaking of Pericles, he's looking at his best career points finish. He started the season poorly, but he's been on a tear in this second half. No, he's probably been on the hottest. His form has been white hot, and if he keeps it up, he could potentially be a dark horse for the title. Matt Duncan and Seth Cole 8th and 9th. 179 and 183 points behind respectively. Their title hopes might be effectively done as those two struggle on the road courses, and we'll be heading to 2 of those for the next couple of weeks with Phillip Island and Decatur. James Shelley finds himself in a battle for a top 10 points finish yet again, exactly 200 points off the lead. Then as we move on to the back half of the top 20, you'll see that only 15 drivers remain in mathematical contention for the title. They are Tyler Faber, Reese Black, Connor Atwood, Brandon Wood, and Nico Polyakov. However, Wood only has 1 race scheduled, so he's not going to be in it. The threshold was 280 points. It'll be 210 next week, so all these guys need some fantastic runs in order to stay in contention. Kazakh Nova, once again, out of a ride. He finds himself in 16th. Ahead of Ray Krieger, who had another stroke of bad luck. He drops to 17th. Meanwhile, DJ Curtis is in 18th. You have to go back 32 points to find his teammate Jeffrey Finguy in 19th. And he is only 1 point ahead of Allie Nelson, who rounds out the top 20. The battle for those final 2 spots in the top 20 has been hot these last few weeks, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon. And that is all for a dramatic round of Japan. Next time, the teams will return to Australia, but not the Outback Raceway Park. We'll be heading over to Phillip Island at their V8 Supercar circuit, and they will be seeing action with the cars and stars of the Insomniac Elite Series.